Be kind, maintain your bubble, have open ears and open minds, and be brave enough to make mistakes, because making mistakes is one of the ways we can learn. I had a lot of jobs. I worked at the Getty Villa. I worked at the Getty Museum. I worked for a law firm. I worked in management. I worked for a news team, and I never had a job as difficult and demanding as teaching, and especially teaching elementary. But I've also never been so happy with where I am in life. I have students who are pre-literate, and I have students who are reading 3 grade levels ahead. I have students who are barely verbal, and I have students who love talking. Our whole classroom is a comfort zone. So within that comfort zone, there's no need for any other comfort zone. The kids are brave enough to make mistakes. The kids are brave enough to try new things, and it's a safe environment for them to do that. And then I like to have that environment for them. And that's why I love my job, and I love my current position. I can't imagine being anywhere else. I love being in the classroom, and that's where I'd like to stay. Getting up, getting ready, getting in my car and driving to work, and just those first few footsteps into my classroom, I just feel I'm right in my element. I'm ready to go. Everything here is set up, it's perfect. And it's just everything flows. The kids walk in, they know the deal, they put their stuff away, they know where all their supplies are. Everything they need is set up and perfect to keep the flow of the class going. And everything is just set up for that. And that I do not have on Zoom. And so one of the things that made me feel powerless, it was really that first couple weeks, that first 2-3 weeks where I was there. I felt like I had done everything right. I set up the Google Classroom, I set up the Zoom schedule. I sent home some work with the kids on the last day. I learned some new platforms, and I just was not getting responses. Was not getting attendance. Now I'm glad that I have all my students involved, but it's still a struggle to keep them involved every day. And they're always awesome. They're so resilient when it comes to changing what the flow of the day is, and especially my students with autism. I'm so proud of them, because they're able to keep up with that. That's one of the things that people with autism are known for, publicly, is that they're very rigid. But I get my students used to surprises. So this is just another disruption to that flow that we managed to get past, and now I got all my kids on task, and we're just figuring this out together. One of these kids, he had such a hard time in class, participating and being on task and wanting to be enthusiastic about being there. And our first Zoom session back with him, and he was so excited to be there, so ready to work. He's like, I miss school. I want to go back. I miss your class, Mr. Serrano. That's the kind of, sense I want to keep in my classes. Like, I want you happy to be here. Usually it's tough, because I got to take the students to the side, and I could physically do that in the classroom, say, hey, let's go over here and talk. Can't really do that through Zoom. It's to the point where with my students, I could just give them a couple key words like, hey, unbend straw, and the student knows what it means. I'm going to let that be a mystery for you. Once I was able to talk to every parent, able to just have a one-on-one, heart-to-heart, we were able to work out individual plans for each student. And I said, well, that's the purpose of my program anyways, right? I created this cookie cutter system, and I lost sight of the moment that my whole program is absolutely the opposite of that. It's meant to be effective by not being a cookie cutter program. So I was able to take a step back and say, what I design is not going to work for everyone. I'll put it out there for all of them and say, this is what my plan is. Talk to me so that we can work out how this is going to work for your child. And here I am with currently 10 students and 10 different plans, and it's okay. And I'm totally okay with that, because that's what my plan was anyways. It's not that I have the freedom to do what I want, it's that I'm empowered to do what I need for the students. And once I regained sight of that, it just got a lot easier to do this remote, do this whole remote teaching thing. What's making me feel powerful is the wave of support I'm seeing on social media for teachers right now. what message I would like to get out there to everyone, to the public, to our leaders, is that we really are just professionals who want to do the best job we can. It's to everyone's benefit. It's to society's benefit. It's to the benefit of all the children that come through our classrooms. We want the resources we need to be the best teachers we can for our students. We want special ed to be fully funded. And especially in California, I would argue one of the wealthiest states that's ever existed in time ever. We really shouldn't have to be fighting to nickel and dime our students. That's what it really comes down to. This is an investment in the future of our nation and the future of our society. This is important. It's critical. It's crucial. And I feel that's why I work with a sense of urgency in what I do. Every child matters. Are we going to send them out, with more trauma than we came in with? Or are we going to send them out, with resilience and perseverance? And then we got to think about what world are we sending them out into? I want to do my part as a teacher, and I'll support the other fights, but this is my fight. This is where I'm taking my stand, is right here at the front lines of education, and especially at the front lines of special education.